Well, hello. Hello, everyone in the chat. How are you? Hello, Stepmother City. How you doing? Thank you for moderating, Chastain Stone. Glad to see you. Greetings. Beautiful music in it. Oh, I love it. I love it. Hello, the Natural Mermaid. I hadn't seen you in a while. Hey, Yolanda Lucky. How are you? I enjoyed that. I want to hear that again. Welcome to the void. I want to hear that again. Well, you are just in time. I'm going to do some readings. Very brief. I'm going to pull one card. So if you like a card read for yourself personally, just let me know. Also, I want to do a reading on the United States government. I'm going to do a reading on the U.S. government. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that first. I'm going to do that first. And then we'll get into something else. Okay. Stepmama says she wants a card read, and the Natural Mermaid wants a card read. Uh-huh. Yes, Chastain. The Natural Mermaid. You telling the truth about that? Yeah, we're living in some very serious times. It's time for us to start taking this a little bit more serious. You know what I mean? So I got so much to talk to you all about. We got to do some catching up. Y'all know this gonna be a long live. If it's the spirit's will, be prepared to be here for a minute. Okay, we got so much to talk about. So beautiful. That's the name of that song, The Void. It's so pretty. Hey, thank you, Fiji. Thank you, Fiji said, oh, you stumbled in the wrong room. Ah, sweetie. Oh, nothing to fear. Okay. We got so much to talk about. We got to enjoy this music. That's so pretty. Okay. So calming, isn't it? Okay. Let's get started. Okay. It's a beautiful candle. I just love it. It smells so beautiful. I mean, it's some paranormal, supernatural ish going on here, y'all. Look at that. What is it doing? Look at that. Y'all see that? Yes, we're casting magic tonight. Breaking 963. I'm a witch doctor. And I'm the angel of death. I can heal and I can take you out of your misery. Yes. Hey Astro, how you doing? Thank you for moderating. The natural mermaid, did I thank you for moderating? Huh? Yes. So as you can see, I am also a magician. If you can see this right here, I'm actually holding one candle, but I was able to double it. Holding one candle. This one is in the spirit realm. This one is in the physical. Spirit, physical. I actually touched it. See? That's the physical. This. Hot. So you all can see me. So we're just getting this seance, ritual, reading. We're just getting this together, okay? Now, I know a lot of you all are wondering, how does she do this? Well, I'm going to tell you something. In order to be able to do these things, to get spirits to help you with feats of magic, not F-E-T, okay? Not F-E-E-T, not your feet, but feats of magic. You have to have some type of a hat or veil on your head, okay? When I make it rain and thunder on a sunny day, I have to have my head covered. Okay? If your head is not covered, you're not going to be able to perform the magic. Okay? Okay. Okay, we're going to put that up. We'll put that there. We'll put that there. Okay, so let's get into some cards, okay? We'll get into some cards first. Once again, I am a witch doctor. Put that in your head. I'm also a death angel. And I decide whether they live or heal or die. Now, we got to talk about a lot of stuff. I got to catch y'all up on some stuff. Now, if you can't handle the brutal truth, you don't need a reading from me. I am the void. I am not the light. I'm the void and not the light. I'm a shadow priestess. I walk the shadow. Don't think I ain't afraid. But I've come so far down this road. And if you don't catch yourself, this is where you're going to wind up right here. So if you know you don't want to walk the shadows, stop right now. Don't go no further. I heard that, Astro. Astro says she got a head cover just in case. Now, y'all know I got a sense of humor now. Let's turn this down, okay? How about that? We're going to turn that down. Oh, that was so beautiful. Wasn't it beautiful? Should I go and get my bones? Anybody want me to throw the bones, or we're just going to do cards and spirit intuition? Should I get the bones? Huh? Should I get the bones? Hey, Willie, look on that sofa and give me that burgundy bag. It's right over there on the side of the right there where my little heap at.
Your little what?
My heap on the other side of me where I sit. There's a burgundy bag stuffed with things. I think they want me to do a bone reading.
On the couch.
Yeah. Okay, so cover your heads. This is where your supernatural powers are. This is where you bend the light. The shadow bends the light when you have a cover over your head. All magicians have covers over their heads. They never ever do feats of magic unless they have, guess what? A cover over the head. It's a little small velvet bag. Like this, perhaps. So, like that, perhaps. Okay, let me get this going. I know y'all ready. Okay, so there's some things I do need. You found it?
Yeah.
There's some things I got to talk about. That's Mr. Will in the background. We have our bag here. This is where I go when I go on my astral travel. I always take this with me on my astral travel. So it has been in many worlds, many dimensions, in between spaces. You understand that maybe no being has ever gone. This has come back with me. Okay. Now, a lot of you don't know this, but in 2008, I came here to social media as a witch. And so I've walked this walk for a long time. Here I am, 2026. It has grown me to becoming a veiled, you understand, assigned apparition. Okay? Meaning that when I had to cover my head because I began to have troubles with spirit attacks. They're not necessarily attacks, but shadows would walk into my body and walk out of my body and walk through me in a sense, or walk past my head. I could see shadows walking behind me or walking with me, and shadows that will come from nowhere to bombard me. Um, and they mess with some of them have messed with my health. They've messed with my eyes. So I was instructed by spirit to veil my head. So for the rest of my life, I will have to keep my head veiled. Okay, so you all can understand. When I was walking in the store with my veil over my face, I was told, a whisper in my ear, you are not only a shadow priestess, but you are a death angel. Well, my heart sunk. Can you close that door? She's making a lot of noise. My heart sunk. Because, like, when I walk to different places and stuff, who knows? Some people may need a healing. And then there's some that are walking the passage of the shadows of death. And that's been my place. So a lot of you all have tracked me and you've watched me throughout the years. Well, here I am. I had a loved one that was making the passage from this side to the other side. And so I asked the person who was sick, can I have their hands? So I held their hands. And within 2 weeks, they have made their passage to the other side because they were suffering. So I'm sort of like a death doula. Hmm. So it's not an easy job. It's just I'm learning as I go. Well, I'm 60 years old. A lot of people don't believe it. Yes, I am 60. So um, you're gonna learn a lot about yourself as you grow older into this. Press one if you are a practitioner. Press one if you are a practitioner. I know some of my people have been with me here for a while and who have now gone on to begin their own practices. Press one. Okay, Astro is a practitioner. Any other practitioners in here? Okay. So that was a long explanation. So a lot of people, when I walk in public, they are afraid to face me or look me in the face. I really don't blame them. I really don't blame them. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I imagine back in the days before I went beyond the veil, you know, I would have been frightened too. But I have a better understanding. Well, I can't say I understand 100%. I just know I'm seeking refuge behind the veil. I'm seeking refuge behind the veil. It's a protection over myself personally because I cannot. So that's why y'all haven't been seeing me. I have been being acclimated to a whole new world within the veil, within the void. So you haven't been seeing me, because of that. Mhm. Now, I'm hoping that this video will help someone else. Okay, so Astro is a practitioner and Stepmother City is a practitioner. Okay, so it's not for me to necessarily try to to convince them to understand me when I go in public. It's just that I should understand them and their fear, you know, of me. I had one man that he opened his eyes so quick and he said, "Oh, bullet in the bag," for his out of his fear. He was frightened and understandable. You know what I mean? And so catch a lot of people off guard. My grandmother, um, uh, uh, my great grandmother on my grandfather's side, my mother's side, was a witch doctor. She was not a root doctor, not any of those other things, hoodoo doctor. She was a witch doctor. She was said to have created and made dolls and charms to give to her clientele. Her dolls and charms were in every single window of her house. So I do make dolls and charms. Here is one of my dolls that I've created. Not a doll, but this is a charm. So you're looking at a real life charm that I made as a witch doctor. They have supernatural powers within them. Can you see them better, y'all? Tell them hi, Danny. You see the crowd? Huh? You see the crowd? Look at them good. Well, thank you. Luigi says, "Hey, Mama, loving the glasses." Hey, Devon, how you doing? This is actually clay. This is a friend of mine that died at 39 years old, just shy of his 40th birthday. He was gunned down, and he clay came to me, and here he is. I might call him all kind of names, but this is Clay. His life was cut short. What you mean, so LOL, Divine? So let's talk about these charms, okay, that I create. These charms can do a myriad of things. Depending on what your situation is, if your situation is the matters of monies, it can help with finances and change your luck to draw in, you know, wealth, maybe, or success. You understand? Be looking for a home, can assist you with that. It can also help with ill people. People may be sick, and it'll help with healing. Each one has a specific duty. You bouncing the camera around, buddy, ain't you? Show them what you can do. Show them. Also, it can help with protection. They have somebody that say, "I'm gonna get you." Pew 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 you. Pew pew pew. Pew 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 pew. This is when you get your charm out. Well, your charm will make sure it happens to them before it happens to you. You can take care of your enemies. You find that you out that your enemies been well taken care of. Hello, Chastain says period. So I'd like to introduce you all to the charms. You carry these in a bag like so. So when my clients say, "Mama, I want something for love," this is your companion. It will come in this. It'll come in this bag just like this. We'll put it down in this bag just like this. I said, "Well, ladies, carry it in your pocketbooks. Men, carry it in your pocket. This is your own special Toby." This is your Toby. Nobody but nobody would take a chance with you with this. You want to oil his face down. You want to give him cigars. He loves cigars, things of that nature. Keep him, give him some blood. Yeah, they thrive off of blood. That's their energy. Okay, just wanted to show you all that. So the witch doctor makes what? Her dolls. She makes her charm. She does all of that. Understand? She used the dust, the dirt, the earth. And I got some noise going on in the back there. Hang on 1 minute. Willie! I got some. Y'all hear that activity going on back there? There's no person back there. That's an energy, that's a spirit that is responding as I go. They're making noise. Okay, so I'm calling everybody. Nobody hears me. You know? Nobody hears me. So that's an entity behind me, which they come all the time. They're always around me. There's never a break. They assist me. Most of them my own personal spirits. They're very noisy. Okay, so anyways, I want to start all over again. Somebody said they wanted a reading. I need that first person who said they wanted a reading because I've given a good enough explanation. Please quiet down back there. Quiet down. Um, Y'all probably decided not to get a reading now. Hey, Raquel, thank you for moderating. Somebody said they wanted their reading. The first person who said they wanted their reading, could you please come back? Could you please come back? Let me know. You were. Hmm? Okay, Stepmother City. Okay, hey, King Lion, Divine, Mathematics. How are you? Hang on, y'all. It's out, y'all. Making a lot of noise there. It's never a dull moment. Okay, Stepmother City. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's see what we got here. Ha ha ha. Get ready. Who else? Who else in line? Anybody else in line? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Okay. Okay, introducing my shadow deck here that I created my own self, drew every photo, every picture. We got some people that are so honest, and we got some people that want to wiggle their way out of the truth with the cards. They absolutely do not lie. Okay, you can hit my cash app, Patricia. It's $ VENITALUV. LUV. Vanita Love. Thank you. Can one of my moderators put my cash app address in there for Patricia or anybody else who like to donate? How you doing, Gail? Thank you for moderating. Thank you so much. Thank you, Astro, for adding that. Thank you so much. Uh-huh. Okay, that's not mine. $stretchable is not mine. That's not mine, Gail. Take that one out. That ain't none of me. It's $VEN. Okay, y'all don't donate to that. Okay, let me take that out of there. We don't want no mix-ups around here. We're gonna move that. Okay. What? Uh-uh. Raquel, that's not mine. It's $VENITALUV. Okay. Where y'all getting that from? Where y'all getting that from? Stretchable. Have my moderators been hijacked around here? Raquel, where you get that from? Huh? That ain't me. Astro has the correct cash out. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Stepmother City. I need you to blow on this deck. It would only work if Stepmother City blow on the deck. Blow on the deck for me, okay? Okay. She blew on the deck. Let's see. Oh, dear Crossroads, I come to you with this person who uses the name Stepmother City. They need a read. They want to know what's beyond the veil. Okay, I need you to blow again. Blow one more time. Just her. Nobody else's breath will be taken into account. Only hers. Okay. Hmm. Oh boy, I see your childhood, baby. I see a baby stroller. Hmm. So I'm going back to childhood on her. Huh? I'm going back to the childhood. Hmm. Oh, what a childhood. It was rough. That was rough. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Wow. They want to know what's coming up in the future. I don't need to look back in the past. Let me see what's up ahead of their future, okay? Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Now I'm gonna give you a sweet little reading, okay? Give you a bittersweet. This is gonna be bittersweet, okay, sweetie? Okay, this is gonna be bittersweet. Okay, something else that I created. So look like we're gonna be doing at least two. Okay, so yeah. I never will forget when I was a young lady, I was like 20. I had just had my son, and there was this lady inside of this doctor's office, and she looked very strange. She had these thick eyebrows, like a unibrow, and they covered most of her forehead. And she had a little short fro, and she couldn't talk. And she was in this, she, like I said, she was in a wheelchair. Everything about her seemed to be that there was something not right, something was wrong. And she was making all this noise and stuff because she was upset, just kind of like she couldn't talk. So it was just these inaudible um noises. And so she was like ready to get out of there. Oh, I can't even make that sound. But at any rate, they gave her a deck of cards. They gave her a deck of tarot cards. And when she got those cards, she was like, ah, ah. She was like looking around, like wanting to do a reading. Oh, y'all, I was so scared. I was only 20 years old, but now I understand how she feel. It was those cards that woke her up. She wanted to give a reading, even though she was nonverbal. She more or less did a lot of singing, like ah, oh, just weird sounds and stuff. Mama just couldn't handle that. You know what I mean? But anyways, I kind of feel like her. I need you to blow again for me. Blow, blow, blow. Okay. Y'all know I'm long-winded here. Okay. Okay. Crossroads, let us know what's going on ahead of time. Just let her know what she can expect. Okay. I see quite a bit of things, honey. Uh-huh. Do you want the brutal truth, or you want me to get to the heart of the matter? Okay, brutal truth. Okay, so the childhood was rough. How true? How true can I be with this? Do you want me to just give you a brief? Okay. Well, talk to me. Okay, now here's how this works. If you tell me you don't know anything about it, then this is something to come. If you know already about it, you understand, then we can avoid it. We don't have to be concerned about that. But it does mean that it's something that is creeping back up again, okay? Okay. So it's this sickliness I see. Talk to me about this sickliness. It's a sickliness. Huh? Y'all give me time. Give me time. She says she wants the brutal truth. You have mental sickness. Do you know you got a spirit that's following you? Hmm? You got a spirit. What is now? I'm looking at this spirit, and it's peculiar. The eyes are big, black, and bulging. It doesn't really have skin on it. I'm not trying to scare you or whatever, but I always offer a solution. I'm not gonna tell you nothing and not offer you a solution. But it's bald. It has no hair, and it's skinless. There is no skin. It's transparent. It has a transparent covering over it. Okay, so the eyes are real big like this. There are no lids around the eyes. It's just like eyeballs in a socket. Okay, it is in the night, kind of glowing a little bit, and you can see the rib cage of it. Whatever it is emaciated, and it is feeding, and it's been with you for a very long time. It is draining you of your energy. I'm looking right at it, and what's so uh interesting about it is it only has a torso. It has a head. Well, it has a head, a neck, and a torso. It doesn't have any legs, and it has latched on to you. And you'll find that there's a lot of disincarnates that are using us as a portal to live, to feed, so that they can have life. Okay, you saw a skeleton in your room as a child, as a kid. Uh-huh. But then they let you know it's still with you. Are you serious? You saw a torsoless man in your home too? Now I ain't hitting it on the head that straight, am I? Am I hitting? Is this a bullseye? Well, let me ask you something. Have you tried any kind of cleansings? Have you? Oh, and it's deep because it's so easy for people to say, "Oh, you need a bath. You know, you need a cleansing bath. You need a clean, chakra alignment, cleaning that up, and all these different things they offer. They don't work for disincarnates. They do not work for disincarnate spirits. When you're dealing with disincarnate spirits, that's a whole nother practice to rid yourself of that. This is when you have to get under someone who can give you something to walk around with, something to carry. Now, they're with you because you have a spiritual, supernatural gift. You understand what I mean? And they were assigned to you to keep you from reaching your ultimate goal of becoming a master. Hmm? Yeah. It's coming. It's coming. This thing is a monitoring spirit that is on an assignment. You understand? When you was a child, you were already elected by your ancestors to continue on what you do, so it won't be lost. Your ancestors dealt with this same spirit, a spirit of famine, a spirit of hunger. Your ancestors was dealing with it. They're looking for you to break this curse so that the offsprings that come after you through your cousins and all of that, your aunts and uncles and all of that. They won't have to deal with this spirit no more. The spirit has to be fed. Sometimes these spirits have been utilized by your ancestors to do certain kind of work. Some of these spirits have been sent to curse of the bloodline, but it is there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead on. I'm finna gonna cut this because the spirit wants you to know this. So, um, you need to be veiled. You need to be veiled. Now, if you alright with this and this is the way you want to live life, because you have some close calls. But if you're satisfied living this way, it's up to you. You understand? It took me a long time, as my spiritual teacher taught me, your head has to be covered. And it took me to just get my ass whooped and just damn near go blind for me to see the importance of shielding myself, understand, from that is on the outside. Because what's in the inside here has to be veiled. Like they say, go beyond the veil. And then so people like who are us who are veiled people, we're portals to what's beyond the veil. We're the bridge way to, we have to protect the sacredness of this energy. Because everybody's not to receive it. You understand? They are to seek it or to do work to deserve it. You understand what I mean? Here we go. I wouldn't expect for that to pop up. Let me see this. Okay. Well, as I said, now if you say, well, ain't nothing like that happening, I don't know nothing about it. It's coming. But if you say, oh, I know, then that means this issue's not been resolved yet. Now, anyways, got a law enforcement card. What's going on here? We got a law enforcement card. Now, with this law enforcement card, it could be a myriad of things. It could be maybe a ticket. Maybe some little jail time in the past. Could be you, could be somebody you love, somebody you care about. Oh, don't know about that. Well, we need to be concerned about that jail card, baby. Yeah. We need to be concerned about that. Okay, now, let's talk about a partner. Was it a partner in the past? This may have affected a partner, a family member, a loved one, a friend. It looks like you dealt with someone in the past. It could have been a partner, could have been a friend, somebody who let you down, who was a pretender that was controlling you, was trying to possess you, use you. They were acting on your kindness and using your kindness as a weakness. They were ego driven. Oh, okay. Your sibling that's a jailbird. Oh, okay. Well, the fact that, how long ago they been in jail? How long ago that was? Your older sibling let you down and used you sometime. They got together several years ago. When we need to be concerned that whatever that was at the time has not been resolved because this card is back again. Okay. 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 You got any questions before I move on to the next person? Next person, step up. Next person. Now, no, I don't want y'all to get scared. Basically, she's confirmed that it's some issues going on with the older sibling that finally got their act together. The cause is just letting her know that they ain't 100% out of the woods. That they gonna act up some more. That they ain't cleared up what they're doing. You know what I mean? So there's something that she needs to be watching out for, keeping an eye on, okay? And I don't see, for some reason, I don't know, somebody been messing with your womb, your fertility. Maybe, I don't know, you might not be a man, and you might not be a woman, you may be a man, I don't know, but somebody's messing with your fertility too. If you pass the childbearing years or the fertile years or whatever, you're man or whatever, in the past, somebody's been messing with your fertility or they're messing with it now. I do see that. hmm who was next? Who was next? I wanted to make sure I do everything in order. If the person don't come up, because everybody might be scared. They might be like, oh, hell no. Hell to the no, no, no. Because that card, that's not her card. She's not going to jail. She just pulled back on an issue she was dealing with a sibling. Okay, so I don't want y'all to be thinking, oh shit, I don't want to be the one going to jail too. Okay, y'all don't still talk much. Okay, you sound like a loner. That's how it is in this business. You're a loner. Okay, you let's go next, Luigi. Okay, are you a male or female? Do you feel like discussing that? So I won't have to be trying to fish around and figure it out. Male or female? Male or female? Okay then. Okay, thank you, Raquel. Who's coming after Luigi? So I can go ahead and get prepared. Who's coming after Luigi? Who's coming after Luigi? Who's coming after Luigi? Okay. Who's coming after Luigi? Talk to me. Who's coming next? Huh? Okay, Raquel says she'll take a reading. Okay. Okay, male, good. So I want to be calling nobody a woman and there ain't no woman or vice versa. Oh, dear Crossroads, I and Luigi come to you right now seeking to find out what's beyond the veil. It needs to be pertinent. It needs to be a message that is going to aid them, that they can use in the up and coming days. So if you see something coming, let us know. We understand that sometimes you may bring up something that happened in the past, and we understand that that means that's an unresolved issue that's popping back up again. Make it as relevant as possible. We thank you in advance. Ashe. Ashe. Okay, can you Luigi, I need for you to blow on this deck. It will only work for Luigi as Luigi blows. Okay, blow on that deck. Blow hard, 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 hard. I see a fire. And I ain't talking about this flame in front of me. Luigi, I see a fire. Now that can mean anything. That don't mean your house gonna burn up or nothing like that. It don't mean that, okay? So I don't want you to get scared. It could be like you're raging inside. You understand what I mean? You may feel like folks ain't listening to you. You understand? Folks trying to walk over you and folks ain't hearing your voice. It could just be, like I said, a plethora of things. But I do see a raging fire. Maybe you got some ideas that you want to execute out there, whatever. You understand? But you got a lot of fight in you, baby. I see that now. You got a lot of fight. Okay? So we're going to pull one card for Luigi. Well, we're going to pull two cards for Luigi. Understand? And see what we got coming up for his future. Okay? Okay. Okay. Oh, the mystery. Mystery card. Oh, the house. What's up with this house? Your house is upside down. What's going on? Talk to me. Hello? Crazy ass family members. So, are you living with these people? Hmm. Okay, so it says you need to seek some energy protection because of the chaos. Yeah, you're living with these folks, okay? Uh, this chaotic energy is depleting you. Spirit is saying that you do not have to keep on justifying yourself. You don't have to be the blame. And that it's going to assist you with your silent exit, but it's showing me that you don't necessarily want to leave. It's hard to leave because it's too expensive to leave. What we need to work on is energy protection. Your energy protection is going to help you make your silent exit to get the hell up out of that place. Is it true you don't really want to leave? You gonna leave? It says you're not living your life to the extent of how you want to live, that you're trapped. But you need to protect your sanity. There's a mystery woman that's going to assist you with getting the hell up out of there. But you have to fix whatever that is that had you trapped in the first place so that you won't leave there and go into another situation where you're trapped once again. They say you don't want to jump out of the brine pot straight into the skillet, in other words. I'm suggesting that what you do is that you need some type of protective gear or something. You know what I mean? Maybe a protective charm to wear around your chest or something like that. A protective bag or something like that. Or because whatever you got now is not working. It's not strong enough. you know. But they're ravaging you like vultures. You're being ravaged like vultures all over you. So, what you got for protection? What's your protection? You need something drastic. You need a bag of bones to carry with you. And you can do them bones yourself. You need a bag of bones. Hmm? Me, myself, and I, and my word. Okay. Okay, so that's your protection. Okay, I heard that. Okay, good luck on your journey, Luigi. Okay, uh, who's next? I think everybody's getting scared. Thank you, Raquel, for putting that out there. www.motherwisdomtree.com. That is my website for those who want to go and visit. Okay, Luigi wants to know about love. Hey, hey. Let's talk about love, Luigi. Let's talk about love. I told you about the mystery woman. Come on now. You didn't hear me? I said there's a mystery woman coming. I sure did. You didn't hear me, did you? Or is it a man? I'm not trying to offend you, but I just know that some people have a preference. They may want a woman, they may want a man, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know. So your love interest. Okay, okay, okay. So what did we say in the beginning? We said, didn't I say it's a mystery woman? Nobody heard me, did it? Nobody heard me. I said you got a mystery woman that's going to come and help you and assist you in making a move out of that situation. Hello. Even though they're trying to tell you not a good idea, hang around him for a little while and everything because they want what you got. That's all they want. They want what you got. You understand? You know what you got. Huh? Maybe some little money, whatever that they're getting at you, something like that. Doing little chores around the house, doing work around the house. They don't really want you to go where they want the stuff. You understand? They'll say, hey, look, when you going to leave. But at the same time, too, they want your money. Hmm? They want your money. Blow on this, Luigi. Blow on that. Okay? So. Crossroads, we already told him a mystery woman is coming into his life to help him out of that situation. She's coming, but he wants a little bit more detail. Let's talk about love, Crossroads. What is coming up as far as his love life? That's what he want to know. Y'all be specific. If y'all know y'all want to know more about your love life, just be honest and say it up front so we can get straight down to the meat and the taters. Okay. Okay, so he's already blown on this. We're going to see what's going on here. What we got. What we got. Okay. The hell is this? Oh, look at you. You done had opportunities, but you were scared. You done had some opportunities, but you was afraid. Let's talk about that. What's up with that? Look what you been shy, nervous, scared to commit. Huh? So my spirits is telling me that you can't be holding back because they said, hey, look, you ain't getting no younger. That it's time for you to make your move, make it happen. Oh, you say, also I am a man looking for a man. You done switched up on me? You said, no, I am not gay. No, oh, no, I am gay. Okay, so let's go back because we did say that. I said, are you looking for a woman? Are you looking for a man? I thought you said, no, you're not gay. So, okay, so you're looking for a man. Well, we definitely don't want to send you a gender that you ain't looking for coming your way. But you got a mystery woman coming for some reason. Talk to me about this mystery woman. There's a woman that is, in a sense, in your path. You want to talk about her? You ain't trying to be picky, is it? I'm not talking about your gender, but kind of picky in what you're looking for in a man. Well, you got the right to, because you got to live with this person. You got to be happy with them, what have you. That's understandable. Hmm? You have an idea? You have no idea. Let me ask you something. Would it be like a woman feel like of authority, like a mother, maybe an aunt, a sister, or something like that? Oh, okay. You've had options. Be they just as scared of commitment. So would this person be an authority figure, a motherly authority figure, or what have you? Because this mystery woman is aiding in the blockade also of your relationship and is responsible for planting some of this fear. Okay, there it is right there. There it is. The spirits is saying you gotta let go of your fear. You haven't been feeling having a lack of confidence in making decisions and stuff for yourself. Have you experienced that? Oh. Okay. Guilt. Somebody's making you feel guilty. And baby, you don't want to look up. I'm 60 years old. Well, I'll be 60 in 6 months. But you don't want to look up and be my age and saying I wished I coulda, shoulda. You know, I can understand your fear too, because like it seems like to me what happened in the household with your mom. It seems like the male figure relationship with your mother was not a good one, and you took on the role of like father protector for your mom, which is understandable because it does seem like she went through a lot and you are in a position of like protecting your mom and it's hindering you. I cannot judge you either way. You know what I mean? I can't tell you not to do it. I can't tell you to do it. All I gotta say is that your life that you came here to live will be limited because of yeah. You know what? We supposed to got the May rain today. Ooh, let's try to get it tomorrow. It rained. Oh, okay. Luigi said, okay, so you're an Aquarius just like me. Okay. Hello, my fellow Aquarian. Well, thank you so much, Chris. How you doing? You're right. We could have caught plenty of water. But that's okay. We'll catch it. We'll catch it the tomorrow. I mean, cause we sure didn't get it today. It was just sprinkling a little bit today. Cause it's good to wash your hair, get a good fresh Have it in your little water and wash your hair with some of it. A bucket full of it would have been real nice, to have. But all of this you already know. You already know. Luigi, you already know about this. This is nothing new to you. You already know. Now I was comforting if you can get rid of your fear, and I can't tell you to get rid of your fear, become comfortable with yourself and making decisions, and your mom can go along with you. You can take your mama with you. Ain't you ready to live your life, or you ready to live your life? Hmm? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to live your life? Cause honey, I'm telling you, 60 will slip up on you so fast. You'll think you went through a time machine. You'll think you went through a time machine. I promise you, you'll be like, oh, how did I get here? Who did this to me? You look in the mirror, won't even recognize yourself. It is time, but you're in a tight space. Okay. Talk to your spirits, your spirit guides. Who's next? Who's next? Welcome to the void. Who's next? Who's ready for their reading? You're welcome, Luigi. Raquel wants one card done. Oh, dear Crossroads, I and Raquel, we're coming to you. We're coming to you today for answers. Raquel just want one card done. She don't want nothing over the top. She just want to see what's coming. Um, we know you can't give us a full read, but just what is pertinent, what she needs to know today. Please offer it to us. We thank you in advance. Let us know what is beyond the veil. Okay, Raquel, can you blow on these cards? Only Raquel. Can you blow on these cards? Okay. Right off the bat, let me ask something, Raquel. Let's talk. You've been eating other folks' cooking. Be honest with me. You've been eating other folks' cooking. You blow, okay, good. Have you been eating other folks, somebody else's cooking? Somebody else cooked for you. Who is that? Who is that? You done ate something somebody else cooked. Is it at a store or something like that? Or I'm waiting on you. You've been to a few restaurants. But you're not personally eating off of nobody else. Nothing they cook. Don't be honest with me. Cause see, I'm finna go deep now. Hey, I'm just as guilty as you is, child. I've been around here eating all that at these restaurants and stuff before we putting spells on our food and stuff like that. I said no. But it's showing me. Now, how your stomach been? How your stomach been, baby? How has your stomach been? How has your stomach been? Your stomach been right? You say your stomach been right? Your stomach ain't been right. Mm-hmm. You know why your stomach ain't been right? Okay. Let me talk to you about this. Oh, look at you. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. Huh. Okay, so are you practicing spiritual a practitioner, or you have you gone to a spiritual practitioner? Okay, you want to know what's going on with your stomach? Yes, you Raquel. You got you got this here card, a spiritual practitioner card. Okay, so depending on what you tell me, I'm finna break this down for you. I'm gonna break it down. Okay. Had you gotten a reading for somebody, or have you been out there and or you just is it a channel that you go to? Okay. Okay. You done heard me talk about this in the past. You have to mind what you eat in your dreams. You do watch some spiritual channels. You've been being fed in the spirit world. Somebody feeding you. They feeding you, and you got it in your stomach. Baby, it didn't happen to me. It didn't happen to me. And that shit that they feed you in the stomach and stuff, that stuff become a part of your body. It's like a food poison. And next thing you know, they start mess with and start breaking down a lot of different systems in your body. But it's good to know so that you can work on it. Okay. You need to take like a half a teaspoon of baking soda in the morning for the next 3 days. hmm You need a half a teaspoon of baking soda. It has to be food grade. You cannot take, because you got a root. You got a root in your belly. You got a root. Makes you feel kind of like sick at the stomach sometimes. You feel like you're not necessarily healing from everything, but it's telling me that you will. Okay, so you got the spiritual practitioner that's helping you with this work. Okay, so that's why I was asking about this particular person. Okay. Um, it says that you will receive a healing, and this thing ain't gonna just sit in here and fest in your stomach. That you're gonna take charge of your spiritual health and remove this ailment from your stomach, so that you can claim your freedom and detach yourself from this whatever it is that's festering in you. And what you need to do for the next 3 days, 3 days on, 3 days off, you need to take a half a teaspoon of baking soda in a glass of water every morning. When you do that, it's gonna be something that's gonna come out in the stool. They're gonna look a little unusual. You're gonna be like, what the hell is this? Because the card says you're gonna be healed. But to keep it at bay, there's other things you got to do when you go to sleep, so they won't try to come back and put it in there. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And I know you can do that. I know you can. Yes, you can, Gail. Let's go for it. Okay, nobody's work. Okay, gotcha. So then that me, cause it says a practitioner gonna help assist you with it, and that's me. So you got to do what I tell you to do. You know what I mean? I want you to get food grade baking soda. You cannot use Armor Hammer. Armor Hammer is poisonous. It has aluminum and other toxic matters in it. Only get this one by this guy's called Red something. Red meal, but it's a food grade. When you go online, look for food grade only. My hammer is going to make you nauseous and it's going to give you a terrible headache. Food grade only. My hammer said they food grade, but they're not food grade. They're not food grade. Don't pay that no mind. They're gonna make you sick. So don't pay no attention to that. It's not. No. Cause the one I'm talking about is in a little plastic bag. Very fine. That's the one you need to get. Like I said, every morning for 3 days. And then skip 3 days and do it again. I'm saying there's something in there. You're gonna have to get it out. Now, if you still having some trouble with it, then we're gonna go deeper than that, okay? But for right now, we're gonna start off with that. And I wouldn't do it no more than probably about 3 weeks and get off of it. Don't take a whole tableful, because that's like a laxative. You take a whole tableful, you just don't. It removes the water from your colon, and you'll be just shitting up a storm. So, excuse my language. Only like a little half a teaspoon, not table, but teaspoon. Okay. Now, if you can handle that, then you can graduate up to a half a teaspoon. Never do a whole tablespoon. It's gonna make you. It's gonna have your bowels around. Okay? And don't stop till you find that little worm in that poop or whatever, that strange something in that poop, or you may just, it's coming from the spirit world. That's what it is. Okay. Gail, are you ready? Oh, dear Crossroads, I and Gail, we come to you and we ask you to let us know what's beyond the veil. We're going to pull one card. Give us the most pertinent information that she needs right now. We're not worried about yesterday or yesteryear. We're only concerned, understand, with the now. Ashe, we thank you in advance. 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 Okay. Can you blow? Blow for me, Gail. Okay. Blow for me, Gail. Blow. There's somebody you don't trust 100%, Gail. Say you done trusting them. Got your guards up and everything. And Gail, are you with me? Did you blow on the card? Let me make sure Gail did it first. Oh, ha 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 ha. That's you. So you threw this motherfucker, ain't you? You just, every time you let them in, they do the same damn thing over and over again, don't you? I know where you're coming from. I've been there, done that, child. That's how come, I am in the midst of cleaning house right now. I tell people the same bullies we had in school, they still with us. They're just grown now. Always keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, baby. They never change. You understand what I mean? We just have to be the change. You know what I mean? We have to be the change. Okay, so I'm gonna let you one more time, Gail. And the natural mermaid, I do apologize. I'm gonna get to you next, okay? Okay, Gail, just go ahead and blow again. I wanna make sure. Okay, who is this is bed in the bed? Who is this in the bed? Who is this in the bed? Gail, come on, talk to me. Somebody is in the bed. Is this just somebody resting in the bed, or is this somebody bed bound in the bed? Tell me what's up with the bed. Did the bed take their strength? Did the bed bound, or just somebody just laying down chilling in the bed? What's up with the bed? Because the first thing I saw was the bed. Huh? Excuse me, y'all. I had some collard greens, y'all. That is so disrespectful for me to do that. I am so sorry. I had some greens, and them greens ain't agreeing with me. Oh, you laying down? Okay. You feeling okay? But are you feeling okay, Gail? Hmm? Feeling okay? Somebody in here who watching, or maybe they're gonna be watching later. You been to the veterinarian with your animal, or you contemplating taking your animal to the vet because your animal might not be too well. Maybe your animal's sick. You've been contemplating taking that little animal to the pet hospital or what have you. And I'm thinking that you need to go ahead and take your little poop poop, take them to the doctor so they can be all right, okay? Oh, somebody you don't trust stays in the bed. Mhm. You know, you got a stalker. You got a stalker, Gail. Gail, do you know about this stalker? Thank you, Raquel. Raquel says she like my glasses. Gail, you have an outright stalker. Where you at? Baby, Gail. All right, Raquel. Gail, eyes are on you, baby. Yes, you have a stalker keeping a tab on you. That means you can't move the way you used to move no more. You can't. Now I'm going to give you some tips of what you need to do to protect yourself. Let me know when you're ready. Blow on these dice right quick, Gail. Blow hard as you can. Well, I saw that. You know, I don't trust this person. Because it's a chance they're smiling in your face and everything, trying to pretend that they cool with you and everything, but they really ain't. So, for your stalking, you need to make sure all your windows have curtains on them. Put curtains over your windows. Now, I ain't talking about shears, you need curtains. I ain't talking about blinds, you need curtains. Blackouts, because they can see you through satellites. They're zooming in from a satellite, watching you through your windows. When you get up and you go out, they're tracking you from your location. They're actually watching you on one of those 360s, your location as you go and as you come. This particular individual, you need to be careful that they ain't trying to go inside your house. You need to have camera covers over your cell phone. You do not need to be changing in front of your cell phone. If you change in front of your cell phone and you don't have that back cover and that front cover, they're watching you. Take a bath, you know what I mean? Just whatever you're doing in your house, you've been watched. And the spirits are pretty accurate with that. So that's you need to protect your privacy. It's the biggest thing you got going on. You're under surveillance. And I encourage everybody to take that advice. They have cell phone covers now. They have like a window shutter on the back of the phone. Let me show it to you. See this? You open it. Don't want nobody to see you. You close it. They keep their stinking asses out your goddamn business. When you're in front of your smart TVs, cover them with towels because they can see not only you from your cell phones, from your tablets, but some places allow them to see you through the smart television. There's a clip here. When I want to do this, I can do it. When I don't want to do that, I cover it up. Gail, I'm encouraging you to put that on your cell phone, your tablets, and on your computers. Okay? Okay. That's a good question. Gail said, why? Because you got something to do with me. They're watching everybody. Who come to watch me? They're testing your strength. They want to see how dedicated you are to this right here. You're being watched. They're observing. See if you have any supernatural abilities of any kind. Most all my people are being watched on to another level. They know what's in your bank account. They read your emails. That's why. Yeah. It's like a domino chain reaction effect. Things are changing. They're concerned. They're worried. That's why you don't see views on this channel no more. They're trying to keep the fire down. Like this right here. Y'all remember in the beginning we had supernatural stuff going on in the beginning. Now it's kind of normal now. In the beginning, in the beginning we was doing some magic, wasn't it? Yes, be careful, Raquel. All y'all be careful. They want in y'all house. You got any kind of drinks that's been open in your refrigerator, you leave your house, go ahead and pour it out. You don't want to drink it. You don't want them to put anything in your drink. Some of y'all have left and came back to drink your water, your stomach started hurting. They've been in there. And not only just on a physical level, but they have the ability, some of them, to affect you from the spirit realm, to come into your house and Move objects. You might be missing things and wondering where they at. Some of these people are magicians. And they are in high places. You understand? On a higher ranking portion of the hierarchy. You understand? Yeah, I understand. And y'all making any sense out of this? Uh-oh. What happened? What happened? Huh? Raquel said, why all the time my reading be out to get to me because of this? Look where you at. Now you can get on your knees and go back to church and pray if you like. But if you're here in this place seeking to know what's beyond the darkness, you're going to have somebody that's watching you, that's on assignment. That's right. And you need to be where you at now. Is that you? Is somebody that ain't you, Raquel? That was somebody else. Your energy reminds me of them. They're a moderator too. Somebody has said they want to go all the way. They want to go and follow this all the way into the darkness so that they can continue to ascend into this lifestyle. Was that you or that somebody else? Because if this is what you're trying to do, there are a set of rules you got to abide by. I hate to say it, there's certain people you can't trust no more. People that just act extra nice, they got it in for you. You got to be careful with those type of people. There's some dishonesty and some deception in people who are just overtly so kind and nice. You can't trust them. You have to know, or if you hear, you can't move like you used to. You understand? You have to anoint yourself with oil before you get up and go anywhere. Like at nighttime, I'm anointing. In the daytime, I'm anointing for protection. You got to see protection. You thinking it's just us in this room and ain't nobody else in this room? It's some other folks in this room trying to see who's got some gifts and see who can be potentially a threat. You got somebody working on your stomach. You understand? In the spirit world. They done already planted something in your stomach, baby. So just do what I tell you to do, and you'll be fine. Don't cry about it. You understand what I mean? You can't be no leaning soul. Yeah. You understand? You walking that left hand path if you up in here. Cause you've been chosen, you understand, to seek more, to walk the path of the shadow, and your shadow priestesses, most of you are priests or what have you. You understand what I mean? You're not ordinary people. You're not people that just sitting out here saying, oh, send me all the cotton candy and the candy corns y'all got here. That ain't who you are. When you walk this path, you're going to have some adversaries. Let's just be honest. The good thing is you know that something's going wrong. You said yourself your stomach ain't feeling right. So it's time to get up and do something about that tummy, okay? Something in there. Okay? I went back to read because I saw Gail said, don't say that, Raquel. Okay. Hey, Reese, how you doing? What you said, Raquel said, no, that wasn't me, but I do know what I be doing. Okay, did anybody else say that they wanted to read in y'all? I know y'all saying, Mama, we want something sweet and kind. Well, at the same time, too, you have an awareness now. You have an awareness. You know what you need to be looking out for. You won't be walking in the darkness, not and just oblivious to the dirty that goes on this side of our realm. You know what I mean? That's why I said in the beginning, welcome to the void. And we need to know what's in them boys now. We can't always be looking for the light all the time. You know what's in the light? What's in the light? I want to just know hear nothing about nothing but good stuff. But see, we hear nothing about good stuff, then all the bad stuff can get it can consume us. The darkness and the void can consume us because we are not paying attention to what is going on. She may be gone, but thank you, Raquel, for letting me know about the okay, I might be saying her name wrong. Then what what is it? The natural mermaid. Okay, the natural mermaid, are you still in here? Because she may have just left. She may have heard what I was saying. Says I'm out of here. I'm gone. Y'all try to get to the ocean before it gets too cold, because it'll be getting cold before you know it, y'all. Next month is hurricane season. So try to make your ways to the ocean. The ocean is still cool. Here it is, May. The weather is off. Bill Gates and his crew, got these aluminum clouds up in the sky reflecting the sun back at itself. We just don't know what's going to happen right now. They're doing everything feverishly to cool the surface of the earth off. Okay. Dear Crossroads, I and the natural mermaid, we're here right now, and we're seeking what's beyond the veil for her. If it's anything negative or dark, we ask for counsel. Please give us the ability to have the remedy to remedy the situation. In other words, and we thank you in advance. Ashe, 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 ashe. Okay. Okay. Excuse me, y'all. So, we do need to talk about all of this stuff because we got so much going on. Gas is $4 a gallon here, y'all. And if we don't realize we in trouble, and we really are more oblivious than I think we are. I mean, y'all, gas is $4 a gallon here in Alabama. Do y'all hear me? So I couldn't imagine what it is everywhere else. Well, the last I heard, the Strait of Hormuz is not open. So it's causing the barrel of oil to surge because some say we are just about depleted in how much oil reserves that we have. Remember, we talked about this a long time ago. Remember I told y'all need mountain banks? Bites. I'm sorry, mountain banks. Look, we talked about this, putting the food up. And I myself haven't even done much of nothing. We need to talk, and the only way for me to talk about after this, I'm going to do another video where I'm not going to have a camera on me, where I could just, I don't know, maybe I could just do this on another channel and stay on camera, what have y'all want me to stay on camera, because I do need to do my reading, and I've already been here for an hour and 39 minutes. I'm supposed to do a reading on the United States of America, and I'm going to come straight forward with you. Yeah, I need to do that, the natural mermaid. I do need to do that. But first, let's do you this, and then we're gonna go straight into it. Okay, we're gonna go straight into it. Okay, can you blow on this deck right here? Can you blow on this deck for me? Blow on this deck. Blow here. Blow, blow, blow. The natural mermaid. Okay. Y'all, I had a client to come down here. We went to the creek in the dark in the night. Do y'all know? We heard something had to be at least about a couple of 100 pounds jump in that water. And we were supposed to be the only one out there. Some kids was on the hill, but we were supposed to be the only one out there. So we thought an alligator had jumped in there, honey. And in the end, we found out it was a mermaid. A mermaid jumped in the water. Do y'all hear me? And I supposed to have been brave in front of my client, trying to act like I knew the ropes and stuff and everything, because I supposed to be teaching her, baby. When that mermaid jumped in that water, because we couldn't see it now. I just felt it in my mind's eye that it was a mermaid, because it wasn't an alligator. Alligator likes to crawl and creep so it can creep on you and take you in as a meal. But it crashed into the water. And so we had to go up a hill to get away from there. I had candle. I had to get I had some stuff down there. Just put it like this. I had everything clutched in my arm running up a hill, y'all. Mama was running up a mountain, trying to get away from that. And my client was running behind. We were running for our life. And there's a group of kids came down there like it wasn't nothing. They went to the embankment to see what it was, but they couldn't find it. They helped us get all our stuff up there. So we had a visitation from a mermaid. That mermaid followed us around the whole weekend. Even when we went to karaoke in one of them those little clubs, that mermaid had came in there. We went in the bathroom. We was talking. That mermaid said, "I'm like, what you following us for? You gotta go." Mama had to run out of there too. Eee! I like, girl, if you don't come on, let's get away from here. Let's go. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. So what you said? Now, if y'all want to know, get straight down to love life, let me know so I won't be going all these other different places. Did y'all hear about that woman that fell off a cruise ship? I don't know how old that story is, but I keep hearing that story over and over and over again. Love life only, she says. Love life only. Okay, well, we're going to concentrate on your love, okay? Love only, okay? We're gonna do that for you. Come on, blow on the tongue. Blow, blow, blow. Okay. I know who you are. Ha ha. You know who I am. Somebody out there, you need to know I know who you are. You need to know I know who you are. So I can see. Yeah. I see a swimming pool. Now, I'm not talking about you, Natural Mermaid. I'm just talking about this person that I see. I see a pool. I see a swimming pool. Yes. I see you. I see you. You see me. We see each other. Uh-huh. Y'all, let me leave that off because I know that's kind of... It's like taking me to all these weird places, and in the end, y'all might not even be able to hear the video, huh? Okay, go ahead and blow on it. The Natural Mermaid. Go ahead and blow for me. Okay. Dear Crossroads, she want to know about love. She want to know about Kevin. Does he feel the same for her like she feel for him? Now, wait. Now, you a woman or a man? I know you're saying, why is you asking me that? Okay, right now, the Natural Mermaid is in progress. Okay. Yeah, you heard about it. The Natural Mermaid. Uh-huh. I hope these ain't just no well, I'm sorry, AI stories. Okay, just want to make sure. I just want to make sure because sometimes, we have men in here that will assume like names that may be like, may lead me to think that they're women. So I just want to know from a little knowledge or whatever. And you done blowed on my cards, okay? So I'm finna go ahead on. We want to know about Kevin. Let me pull my shells out because you asked specifically. You asked specific. Y'all pray for me and these collard greens that's sitting in my throat. Because I'm tired of burping them and they just sitting here in my throat. They were showing up good though. Ooh. They may have served us some of them what you call them green? Poke salad or something. Oh, they read him. They read him, y'all. Okay. Blow on these dices. Blow, blow. Okay, ask me the questions about Kevin again. Ask me. Ask me that again. The natural mermaid. Ask me again. Oh, how does he feel about you? Okay. How does Kevin feel about the natural mermaid? Uh-huh. Hmm. Now you got to give me the right name now. If that's his name now, if ain't his name ain't Kevin, it ain't gonna come out right. Okay. Is that his correct name? Is that his correct name? Okay. Just want to make sure. Oh, you must ain't been giving. You been getting any replies? Have you been getting any replies? Because it looks like you putting a lot of effort into this here relationship. You put more into the relationship than they putting into this relationship. Almost in a sense, you financing the relationship, and I ain't just talking about money wise, but financing it with energy. Like you putting all the energy towards creating it and making it a relationship. How brutally honest can I be with you? You know? Uh-huh. Say you ain't spoken lately. We took a break, but he says he misses me. Hmm. Yeah, you did some acrobats on this one right here, girl. Oh, you went over and beyond the call of duty. And with that situation, he kind of lost a little bit of respect for you. You know, it shows me that you're great inspiration. You're great inspiration. You are a high level energy person, and but you just want love. Although you got your all these other things intact, you're an exciting person. You're very creative. and all of these things you got going on, it just seems like this relationship, wanting and longing this relationship, is taking a toll on you mentally. You may not see it, but the people around you see the exhaustion and the desperation. You understand what I mean? Now, me, here's some things he ain't been telling you, and let me know if it ain't you or whatever. But he got tied up with some law enforcement issue things too. So you may know of some past law enforcement things that may have gone on with him, or you may have dealt with some of it or whatever. But or it's just something you don't know about. He's dealing with law enforcement problems. He's dealing with something. I don't know if these tickets or child support or something, but it is here. And if he ain't got it going on now, it's going on. It's going down. So his man is distracted with fighting, maybe fighting for his freedom of some kind, you know? Yeah, fighting for his freedom, you know? But there's some threat of some type of incarceration, or maybe he is over it. He had the little dibbing and dabbling and everything, but he haven't found true love in his dibbling and dabbling. He done tried, ain't nothing out there. He said ain't shit out there. So he see himself as probably having to come on back home to mama. Ain't nothing going on out there. hmm So come on now. So let's talk. Blowing in here. Okay. The natural mermaid really care a lot about Kevin. She really do. She's putting a lot of energy into making this relationship come back together and work. Does Kevin feel the same way though? Blow. Blow again. Does Kevin feel the same way? She feels, because she can't be wasting her time. Time is of the essence. Says maybe he feels the same. Maybe. Should I throw it again and force it and get a yes or a no? Are you satisfied with that? Y'all, I'm about to, for some reason, I'm getting hot. It's some heat coming up and through here. Woo! It's some heat coming. I'm ready to talk about the government too. Not trying to rush you, the natural mermaid, but I got to get to the government. Whoo! Oh yes, he lost respect, baby. He feel like he can do whatever. He can run all over you, and he said he gonna go on do what he got to do out here. You'll be over there waiting on him. When he get through, he got you. He got the door cracked. So he doing a little something, something here and there, or whatever, and the door is cracked, so he can come back in and out as he please. Now I'm not laughing at your situation. I just know how these men are. The cat is out of the bag as far as I'm concerned, because I'm 60 years old. I know how men move. I don't trust them. You understand? And I hate to be a Debbie Downer when it comes to them, but they all kind of, they all kind of tick the same, You understand? They go and they get with their buddies and they laugh about us and talk about us and our sexual natures and how they did us this and how they did us that. They have a full blown conversation. When you ain't around a man and a man around other men, all they do is talk about us. They talk about women. That's how come when they look at me, they hear them turn their heads because I'm like this now. Because they know I can see what they did. And So I am a death doula and a death angel. And if they try to come and do anything to me, hello, I have a hierarchy of beings that's protecting me because I have a duty and they will, okay, see harm. hmm Okay. They will see harm. All men like to do, I ain't talking about every man, but the majority of them is trickles. I call them the magicians. They have their own little wand. They don't need this right here. They got the wand down there. I call them magicians. hmm That shit don't work on me no more. And I know what y'all saying, well, mama, you too far gone. Absolutely. And there's a piece in this. You understand? But you'd be surprised. You got some women my age up in their 60s on above that's still being tricked by the what? Who gonna put it in first? Type it in there so I won't have to see it. If you don't see it, then I'm gonna have to see it. There's some women that are still being tricked by the what? Come on. There's still some women being tricked by the, it rhymes. It's a rhyme. Oh, y'all so sweet. Y'all know what I want to say. Come on now. They still being, okay. Patricia said by that wood. That's a good one right there. That's the new way they see it. But they still being tricked by the dick. Like I said, men are nothing but sorcerers, honey. And they can't exist unless they trick the woman out of her what? Womb. You understand? By the time you get up here where I'm at, they figure, they just wasting their time. And they are. You understand? But you still got some 60-year-olds and women on up that still want to play trick or treat. Okay, now we got to get into this government. Okay, Reese, we're gonna have to do you another time, baby. Okay, we got to get into the government. We got to get into the government. Hold up, y'all. Look like I might have to be coming back with that tomorrow. I got a headache. When that wind is blowing out there, y'all please make sure y'all have a mask on, because they putting something in that wind. And it start with a, you know what it start with. A, B, C. That's all I got to say. Them collard green getting to me, y'all. I'm sorry. A, B, C. Mm-hmm. And because, see, YouTube trying to find any way they can to get me, honey. They let folks do all kind of crazy stuff on their channel, but they won't let me do it. They said, nope, not you. So, I have to abide by the rules strictly. You understand? Okay. I'm on, I ready to pull some. Because y'all want to know. I know y'all want to know. And I got to talk kind of like in codes because y'all know. Hey. The YouTube ain't playing with me. They take the fun out of it. When I've been playing May's music on my channel and for years, and then they take a video down and give me a copyright strike warning. That's serious. That means that they're looking for anything to snatch my channel completely down. No questions asked. I'm on. Let's see, just that quick. They done started messing with my live. See how they interrupted the live. So whereas I'm thinking I'm harmless and I want her to flash. That ain't what they saying. They're not seeing it that way. Let's see. Okay. Okay, hang on, y'all. Hang on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay. So, yeah, they want me gone. They just get to they just find any reason to take that channel down. They done took so much content down until it's both my channels ain't nothing but skeletons. Okay. Okay. Oh dear Crossroads, I'm coming here today because I want to discuss what is going to happen here in the United States of America. We're not crazy. We're not delusional. We're not overthinking. There's something ain't right. We're seeing gas prices get up to $4 a gallon here in the South. That's quite a bit. And even when you put it in your tank, it ain't lasting no time because it has additives in it. We know that they're holding back secrets. Please allow us to know what's in what's beyond the veil when it comes to the United States of America, or when it comes to the world. We need to know. We want to know what's going on in that White House over there, the ballroom, the whole entire place. We want to know what's going on in Washington, D.C. We want to know what's going on with this President Trump. What is he and his constituents deciding for us in the new regime to come? The Project Esther, the whole nine. Oh, goodness. Already I'm seeing some things I do not like. Also, let the wind blow on this deck. Let the wind blow all up and through here. Let the wind blow on this deck. Don't hide that from us. We need to know. Some of the things they just showed me, if I say anything like that on this channel, honey, they're going to take this channel down. They're not going to let me have this channel. No, 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 no. They're not going to let me have it. They'll take this channel right down. Go easy on. Give me the words to speak. Give me the word to speak. Well, our water's tainted, which I know y'all saying that. You already know this. There's something in our water that we're drinking. Whatever's in that water is plugged up to a data center where that they can extract information from our consciousness to power AI. There are particles in it, electronical particles in our body that is a antenna or a conduit to the AI data centers. We are receiving information in our bodies, in our bloodstreams, in our waters, in our bodies, our consciousness, our synapses, our nervous system, straight to our brains. Some of us are receiving information that is causing a lot of mental problems where people are having to find themselves going to the mental hospitals, and some people are just, it's pushing them to the edge, and y'all know where the edge is. Some folks are in the sunken place. They don't know whether to go left or right. They're hearing voices. They're hearing things that they don't necessarily hear. Because we got so many 5G towers and towers that are more high-tech and sophisticated than the 5G towers. And these towers are sending, once again, information between your physical consciousness to these data centers. So this is how come these AI is able to just come up with all of this information and blink of a hat or a drop of the hat in a blink of an eye, because they're getting this information out of people's minds. So it's driving some people to madness. This is where we at with that. People are working so hard until they're going to be so exhausted they're going to be just transitioning over to the other side. Working, there are going to be so many mysterious ailments coming up that doctors don't even have names for. It's going to be a lot of people just dropping off. The water's contaminated that we're drinking, so you need to be careful. Try to get your water from a living spring that is running. They're finding, waste in the water. This water is being bathed by AI, so some of the water is radioactive. Get your Geiger counters. See how much radiation is in the water that you're drinking. Radiation is everywhere. Remember, I told you, I said the next pandemic will be radioactive. It's going to have something like radiation as a symbol within it. It's going to be a lot of that going on around here. When we talked about the different masks you all need to wear, we talked about, so that's coming up again. Radiation. That's going to be one of our biggest concerns. Remember I told y'all the last time there's going to be a lot of trouble that's coming to Washington, D.C. already, in the ballroom. They came and they shot the place up. I mean, they was coming to shoot the place up. They got that under control. So they're trying to get some high security up for this particular man. A lot of people are wondering, my spirit's telling me this, a lot of people wondering how come this man is allowed to get away with so much and nothing is happening to this man. They said, why is this man not, you know what I mean? Why is he not being prosecuted and impeached? Because it is a plan that they put in place. They put this plan in place. Everything is going as orchestrated. So that's how come we ain't gonna be able to get rid of him, because he's following the orders of those who run the country behind the scenes. They're telling him to do this. And nobody can touch him. You understand? So we got to just get rid of this thing about, oh, he's gonna finally get impeached. He's gonna get impeached. He's gonna get impeached. Get impeached for what? Who gonna do it? He's doing what he's supposed to. Come 2027 next year, they're hoping that I can't even say the word, their engineer is going to have the population, you understand? So it's going to be a lot of mysterious going under. It's going to come in the form of what is your drink, and it's really going to be crazy, because like a lot of hospitals and stuff are going to just be working with the bare minimum. Look for a lot of hospital closures and all of that. Life-saving techniques and treatments are going to be limited. A lot of drugs are going to be not available. So you depend on drugs that need oil or something like that to sustain life and all of that. It's not going to be available. Blackouts, I keep telling y'all, blackouts are coming. Blackouts are coming. So prepare yourself for the blackouts. They're going to be, blackouts are going to be everywhere, y'all. You know what I mean? I feel a lot for people who rely on high blood pressure medicines like I do. You're going to have to find another way. Food prices are going to be incredible 2027. All these social programs, you understand, is not going to be available, because the monies that you're putting into these social programs, so it'll be available just in case you need them, or family need them, or other people need them. They're going to be utilizing those for more wars. There are more casualties out there than you can imagine. There's a lot of casualties out there that they're not telling you about. The scariest part is that the oil is not coming through the Strait like he pretends like it's coming through. So we're going into our reserves right now. And once that's over, you can expect a grid fallouts. Unless, unless something comes to rescue us. hmm You know? Um, Crossroads is for the United States of America. Please let us know what's beyond the veil, what we need to be concerned about. This is a time for people here in the United States to start breaking code. I mean, breaking soul contracts. That soul contract, man, that's a whole video that I got to break down. It's time because they have our souls trapped here. Our souls are trapped and being utilized for its energy. Our consciousness now our consciousness are trapped in these data centers and utilized for AI. You are imprisoned in these databases. So you're dealing with a whole new animal right now. So you got to free yourself from that. So as I engage myself with you all here on the internet, hey, look, in a sense, we're all in this place, and it's going to affect our abilities to cross over to the other side. You understand? That's the best way I can describe it. We're in a holding cell. It's going to affect our spiritual journey when we transition to the other side. So with reincarnation and everything, you got your consciousness trapped in a whole nother realm and reality. So how are you going to be able to transfer your consciousness to wherever else you are supposed to ascend? It's going to keep us from ascending. Y'all, I hate I eat them collard greens. It's going to hinder ascension. They found a way to keep us from freeing our consciousness from this holding cell. Okay, so it's so much I want to say, but I'm not going to be able to say it. So it's time to break the soul contracts. They must be broken. And I know y'all saying, Mama, we don't even know how to even do that. And most of us are just going to leave things the way it is because we feel helpless, like we have no power. But it's the person that is mastering themselves. It's the person that is seeking, you understand, to be all knowing in a sense that will free themselves. So this is why so many people are getting on airplanes flying to India to sit with the monks or whatever, because they want to free themselves from this realm of existence. Because if you don't, you'll be back and you'll continue to be a slave, a stepping stool for the elitists. The elitists need you to remain here. Who else is gonna slave and do all this hard labor for them? Okay, so you need to got to understand that staying here is going to hinder your growth. Okay, so you may be saying, well, I'm not necessarily trying to stay here, but you are going with the flow and you're not necessarily on your spiritual journey to learn how to transition and take your consciousness with you. Now we know we ain't gonna take nothing physical back with us. Now we know that. Okay, but are we going to allow our consciousness to be stolen from us? Are we going to stay in the holding cell of the sunken place? You understand what I mean? Every day is a day to prepare for your exit here. You understand? Each day, while you can think, there should be a day to prepare for your exit. Now, a lot of folks don't want to think like that because we're too busy living life and enjoying it. But the fact that we don't want to think like that is going to once again what? Hinder us from becoming free. So have your lesson ended? Is this the end of your What is going on with you? Is this the end? Because only you can free yourself. If you feel like there's a whole lot more learning to do here, then you need to be prepared to come back here to be a mule once again and allow somebody to ride on your back to wherever they got to go. Have you learned your lesson? Hmm? Because you got to understand, if you think that you have done enough, then you can go ahead on and move on. You don't have to stay in the situation right here. So what I'm saying is this: now it's time to break contracts and agreements. This is something that you can be doing because quite a few of us will be transitioning on between now and 2027, especially by 2030. Understand? So, did y'all hear what I said? So, this is going to be a time where we're going to have to be working on ourselves. Like we said, okay, well, we're going to try to grow our own food or whatever. Where we're going right now, you won't be able to grow no food. Did y'all hear what I said? You will not be able to grow food. The conditions of the weather of the weather and the ground is not going to be conducive because they have poisoned the ground, so you can't grow anything out the ground in certain areas. You won't be able to grow anything, unfortunately. If you have greenhouses up, they will be a target because there will be like these officers that will be on duty walking around destroying poisoning wells. They're going to be pouring poisons in the wells and the water systems and stuff like that so that the water is not able to be drained. It's going to be pestilence in the rainwater and in the wind that will be having people. Yeah, I know I got to be very careful. Okay. If you are one of the ones have decided that you're gonna have your own little farm and you're gonna get little foods and stuff like that and start stocking, put up, you will be a target. You're not only gonna be a target for the United States government, and they're gonna see you as the enemy, because there are, if y'all haven't noticed it, but there are a lot of military helicopters and airplanes that have been flying overhead. They're going to militarize us. Hmm? They're going to be looking for all of these yards that have these greenhouses, that have crops. You're going to be an enemy of the state if you have these. Not only by the U.S. government, but by neighbors. People who have not prepared, who've done no homework, will be your competitions. They're coming to eat your hens, they're your roosters, your chickens. They're coming to eat the eggs out of your, what you call it. People are going to take the truth. I've been telling y'all this for the longest. The streets will be packed with people all over the countryside coming to vandalizing houses and homes. You won't be paying rent for long. You won't be paying mortgage for long. The banks are all going to collapse. There's going to be a plague that is going to be unleashed on a certain race of beings, and they're going to just dwindle. You're going to feel so sorry for them that there's nothing that's going to be able to be done for them. A lot of people are going to be left behind trying to help them, but there's not going to be any help on them. When they take the streets, they're going to have guns, they're going to go to shoot. But they're going to soon run out of bullets. When they run out of bullets, they're going to have knives. They're going to just go into houses, vandalize them. People are going to be leaving their houses, running for the woods, running everywhere. But these military helicopters and airplanes going to be everywhere. Do y'all hear me? That's if this train is not stopped from spiraling out of control, running down the hill so fast. Slow it down. You won't even be able to breathe air. You're going to have less oxygen in the air. People going to have breathing masks. Fire's going to be everywhere. Places that you don't necessarily see fires. That's what fires gonna be. Lots of forest fires are coming. Oh, these places that have a lot of Alabama, watch out. Georgia, watch out. Mississippi, watch out. Places with a lot of power plants are going to be some of the most scariest places to live because I can see Fukushima coming from the southern, the southern coast of the United States. I can see a nuclear accident, some kind of accident of something nuclear coming. Data centers will take over everything. Lots of houses and neighborhoods will be plowed down. They will become data centers. As they seek to control the entire world. I mean, contracts all over the world, China, all kinds of proposals and contracts from countries all over the world wants the United States land to put up data centers. So this is why they want our ish gone. Nobody owns a house. Get the population down. A data center here, a data center there. Just the people are just in our way. Get them out of our way. It's the way they see us. Give more pest control. They see us as pests. So all that stuff you got in the air that you're breathing and that that's just got you coughing, got you sick, whatever, that's blowing all around and everything. It's like a insecticide for us. Mm-hmm. So you need this awareness so that you'll know how to move in the up and coming days. What it is, they want you to own nothing. You're in the midst and the process and in the tribulation, you understand, of the beginning of sorrows. This is where you're all at right now. This is where we at. Nothing grows. Everything poison. Didn't get no rain for April. April showers bring May flowers. Are you sure? I think it rained 2 times. And when they do, I notice they like to give the rain about the end of the month. And it always come with a storm. It just don't normally rain here where I'm at no more. Unless it's stormy. And when the wind blows, pestilence are in the wind. Just mysterious stuff. Ain't got no names on it. Covering up your lungs. Got you coughing and a hacking and okay, getting all on your skin. And you're saying, what is this time? What is that? You go to the doctor, they don't even know nothing but draw blood work. And the blood works tell them nothing. Because you're a cyborg now. Part human, part machine. Hooked up to them data centers. And then you're wondering how come you can't think straight. You can't remember nothing. Because your consciousness and stuff is being uploaded to somebody's motherfucking cell phone or computer. Huh? This is where it's at. You understand? Spirits told me that you ever get these phone calls and they said potential spam when you answer, don't nobody say nothing. They want to get your voice and record it so they can use your voice for AI. So they have a variety of voices. Just about everybody's voice is plugged into AI. So most of these calls you get in these AI calls and stuff, when they do talk to you or back and forth or what have you, that's somebody unsuspected voice being utilized. They're walking around. You got other people walking, AI walking around with your aura. And you don't think it affects something. It is affecting something in your body. Isn't it? You be wondering how come, you go and you sit down and you want to find something. You understand? You want to go do some shopping and stuff. And you ain't said a word about what you're shopping for. And then it just shows up because they're reading minds now. Because you're hooked up to AI. They already know what you're thinking. So if you're looking up for any kind of, you want to, let me look and see this little ailment, what this ailment is right here. And then you turn your phone on and already the video is on about what is already wrong with you. You're like, well, oh, okay. Well, thank you for letting me know. And you hadn't even opened your mouth. You're talking about people's worried about uh, being under surveillance physically, but what about the spiritual surveillance? The fact that they're in your consciousness is one thing that you're concerned about them following you, tracking you on the location centers and stuff like that, and they're watching you through satellite. You know, they can see you through your house, through the satellites. They can see you. They got x-rays that they can see inside of your homes. They got x-ray satellites, baby, that can penetrate your house and see. It ain't no privacy, but it's going a little deeper than that. Now they in here. They in here. And then they can send messages to him. And it gets hard to decipher who and what you should be listening to, you know, and they tell you to go out and do some crazy stuff and everything up in here. Huh? That's where we're going. Okay, so what place? California, watch out. I see danger. I see danger in California. And it looks like some type of sinkhole is coming for Cali. Mudslides or some kind of sinkholes is going to take lots and lots of people out. That's California. It's going to be so many threats for up north, bomb threats. Get yourselves prepared. That's what's going to happen up north. They're going to be talking about some of the most massive hurricanes ever known to man in June. Get yourselves ready. They're going to be hollering hurricane, hurricane, all the way from the north, all the way down here to south. Oh, a hurricane the size of the whole entire state of New York is coming. Get ready. They need you to believe in it to make it manifest. You got to believe. They need a lot of this to create these things. So humanity's consciousness and mind and thinking is going to be very important. You understand? To carry out a lot of the these efforts that they have, understand, as they make these predictions. Some of the hurricanes, now I'm going to come up here with a list of hurricanes that will be affecting us in June. Because one of the biggest ones, they're going to be hyping up, is going to be in June. And we know that June, even though they say it's hurricane season, come on now. Come on. They don't happen that soon. The most of our hurricanes we see are in September. But June, there's going to be a big one. And I'm going to give y'all some of the names of it. One of the names is up here right now in my head. Now, one of them is in my head. Let me see if this one ever been used before. Cause I don't want to be too right. They come over here and get mama now. Let me see. Y'all want to come and get me, do you? Oh, that one already came. Oh, that one came too. It's going to have a female name. It's going to have a female name. Yep. Yep. Okay. A very devastating hurricane is coming and it has a female name to it. And I'm going to talk to y'all about it a little later. Y'all, now I done talked y'all, so I am going to let you all go to sleep. And I'm going to come back. I want to come back and talk about it a little bit more. Can y'all hear me? Press 1 if you can hear me. Uh-huh. Okay, good. Okay, well, I'm gonna let you all go on, and perhaps I'll be back on it tomorrow. Anybody got any questions before I go though? Anybody got any questions before we go? Let me know. Women, do not try to prove your value to no men. Let that go. You have to be keeping on doing that over and over again. It's over with. I'm here to give you permission to let go of this shit. Let it go. It don't serve no damn purpose. A man should not be validating you. Huh? You know? Because and y'all be safe out there. Cause men gonna be out there running amok. Do you hear me? Men gonna be running amok. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Raquel, I'm leaving this live up. Yeah, it's gonna be up. Anybody got any questions before I leave? Y'all want to ask him any questions? Y'all want to ask Clay any questions? You know, y'all can see this dog is moving his camera. See that? Y'all saw that? He's affecting the camera. Ah, Clay, tell her hi. Y'all see Clay moving his camera back and forth? Clay, can you zoom in and zoom out? Show them what you can do. Show them your powers. Press 1 if you see Clay moving this, zooming his camera in and out. Press 1. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Gail and Raquel. I'm showing y'all that these charms got power. Mm-hmm. Yolanda Lucky, press 1. Clay, you're communicating with them by moving the camera? That's crazy. He's really doing something. Okay, thank you. Raquel said something. Somebody said something wrong my website. I saw something ain't right about that website. Mother, call them, see what's going on with Wix. Let me look at it. Because I was looking, I said, this website don't look right. And these people charging me all this money every month. Yeah, I'm paying all this money to them. Let me call them Monday. Try to get this under control. So this, y'all right. They have fucked up mama's website. I appreciate y'all for letting me know. Sure live. They messing with my site. All this money I'm paying their asses. I can't do nothing to it until Monday, y'all. It was up yesterday and it didn't look right. I said, my site don't look right. Now look at that. Looks like this domain isn't connected to a website. I just paid for my domain in January and they disconnected me from my domain. Oh, we're gonna have to have a talk with Wix. Anyway, y'all, let me check this out with Wix, see what's going on. I appreciate y'all for alerting me because it was up yesterday. Tell him bye bye. I think he pissed. Thank you so much, Raquel, for alerting me, okay? Y'all have a great night too. Let me see what's going on with the website. Okay, bye bye. Oh, it's hot. It's hot. 9.